What's going on, everybody? It's AG here. Today we're going to be talking a little best case, worst case scenario for Oregon. All right, Oregon comes to the Big Ten from the Pac-12. Pretty good year last year. Couldn't beat Washington, but ultimately had a good year nonetheless. They've got Dillon Gabriel coming in at quarterback to replace Bo Nix. I'm really high on Dillon Gabriel. I think he's going to do really good things under this offense. They've loaded up in the portal on defense. Their defense is going to be stout. So what we're going to do here, look at their schedule. I'll tell you what the best case scenario is for them, and then I'll tell you the worst case scenario for this season. All right, starting off, they've got Idaho. That'll put you at 1-0. You're not losing to Idaho, let's be honest here. Next up, Boise State. All right, a lot of people have Boise State as their G5 representative in the college football playoff. I don't blame them. I think they'll definitely be in the discussion. But even if Oregon kind of has an off year, I still don't think they're losing to Boise State. Boise State was 7-6 last year. Even if they're going to be good, they're not going to beat Oregon. That'll put you at 2-0. Next up, you've got Oregon State. Oregon State has a bunch of issues right now. Got left in the Pac-2, are a bunch of roster turnover, coaching turnover. They're not losing there. That'll put you at 3-0. Next up, you've got UCLA. UCLA, similar situation. A lot of turnover. Coaching-wise, Chip Kelly has gone to Ohio State, so he's gone. They're not losing that game. That'll put you at 4-0. Michigan State, another team with a lot of roster turnover, a lot of coaching turnover. They're not losing to Michigan State. That'll put you at 5-0. So now we get to the big one, Ohio State. All right, so Ohio State right now I would probably have is one of the top two teams in the country preseason-wise. Them in Georgia. Best case scenario, all hits for Oregon. They beat Ohio State. Worst case scenario, they lose to Ohio State. But the good news is with the expanded college football playoff, that's not going to hurt you that much. So right now, let's go best case scenario. That'll put you at 6-0. But if it was worst case, that'd put you at 5-1. All right, Purdue, they're not losing that one. Purdue is kind of in the ruins right now. Jeff Brom left to Louisville to be their head coach. They were really bad last year. They're not going to be good this year. Oregon's winning that game. All right, then you've got Illinois. Now, Brett Bielema, sometimes with Illinois, will sneak out a game or two that they shouldn't win, but they'll somehow win it. But being in Eugene, I don't see them losing that one. Give me Oregon in that one as well. All right, so now you got another big one, Michigan. Now, Michigan, despite winning the championship last year, has lost a ton. McCarthy's gone, Blake Corum's gone, Jim Harbaugh's gone, just to mention a few. Now, Michigan's going to be kind of iffy. All right, they definitely have talent, all right, on the O-line, D-line, and defensively. You've got Donovan Edwards back at running back, but you've got Alex Orji at quarterback. If he can throw, they might be able to play with Oregon, but if not, I think Oregon wins that one. So worst case scenario, I think this is a losable game. I think they've got 3 losable games on their schedule. We'll talk about another one in a second. But Oregon's winning this game is what I'm getting at here. Now, it's in Ann Arbor. That's not going to be easy, but I think Oregon wins this one. Best case scenario, they're winning this one. All right, next up, similar to Illinois, you've got Maryland. All right, Maryland kind of been a sneaky team. Went 8-5 last year. Not bad, but not great. I think Oregon's beating them no matter what, so they're winning that one. Now you get into the next one I think is a losable game, Wisconsin. All right, not only is it in Madison, Wisconsin's going to be kind of sneaky this year. I think they're going to creep up on some people. Luke Fickell is their head coach. He's done really good things at Cincinnati. Think about that. They bring in Tyler Van Dyke at quarterback. I think Wisconsin's going to be kind of scrappy, so they could lose this game, but I think they'll win it. All right, then you've got Washington. All right, Washington has kind of had Oregon's number, but DeBoer is gone. That whole roster from Washington is gone from last year. Oregon's not losing this game. They're winning that one. So best case scenario, I think Oregon actually can go undefeated. Definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Worst case scenario, I think they lose to Wisconsin. They lose to Michigan. They lose to Ohio State. Now, what's the realistic scenario? I would probably say they lose 1 or 2 games. Right now, I've got them losing to Ohio State, and that's it. But would not be shocked if they lose to Ohio State and Michigan or something like that. But best case scenario, this team's going undefeated, making the college football playoff. Worst case scenario, they lose those 3 games, Ohio State, Wisconsin, and Michigan. But what do you think of Oregon going in the next season? Let me know down in the comment section. Make sure to like this video and subscribe.